All right, we're going to start up again. George is ready to go.
Outside once the door locks. Nope.
All right, next
go sit
item
with
on the
John.
agenda is a public hearing for Mountain View Shul, section block and lot number 43-5-2, Mountain View Avenue. Good evening.
Good evening. John Queenan from Lankin Tully Engineering, engineer for the applicant. Also with me tonight is Mr. Isaac Walter, the applicant for this application.
Yes, so would someone make a motion to open the public hearing for Mountain View Shul?
I'll make that motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Coming. Bonnie Franson.
Aye.
Jeff Manson.
Aye.
Pat Shea.
Aye.
Nick Napoli.
Aye.
Dylan Penn.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, good evening. If you provide us with an overview, names for the record, and then we'll see if anyone is here to offer public comment.
Again, John Queenan from Lankin Tully Engineering, engineer for the applicant. Beside me is Mr. Isaac Walter, the applicant for this application. The project is an amended site plan for a shul mikveh to be located at 277 Mountain View Drive, also known as section block and lot 43-5-2. Subject property is within the SR10 zoning district and is just over 1.55 acres in size. Property currently has an existing residential dwelling that is occupied by the rabbi, and it has an existing one-story shul, approximately 2,900 square feet in size. That was approved and constructed about 7 to 8 years ago. So the project that's currently before the board is the construction of a new 3-story shul mikveh with a footprint of 5,952 square feet. The rabbi's residence and the existing shul structure are proposed to remain. This use is allowable within the SR10 zoning district as a special use permit. The existing shul shall be used as the storage building, and the rabbi's residence will be continued to be used by the rabbi. The proposed shul is proposed for a capacity of 105 seats, which is the size of the current congregation that attends from basically the surrounding area and neighborhood. The proposed building itself shall consist of a basement floor that will house the mikveh and building utilities. First floor will be the study lecture rooms for prayer services with ancillary office and common areas. The second floor is the main sanctuary area, and it would also include a mezzanine area for viewing. Overall, the site plan proposes to utilize the existing driveway from Mountain View Drive. So if you're currently looking on the map, on the lower portion of the map is Mountain View Drive. And then you'll see there's 2 driveways. One is, they're both existing. One on the left is the driveway that currently services the property and goes to the rear for the shul building. The one driveway on the right is currently for the existing residential rabbi's residence there. The existing shul building is to the north, where it says 1-story metal building, and then there's an existing parking area just north of that, and that's currently the site conditions. So the site plan proposes to keep the existing shul, keep the existing access driveway, and create a loop around the proposed building, which is shaded in gray. Along with the loop road, there'll be sidewalks and construction of 35 parking spaces around the building to service the shul. That is what's required by code. There's also an additional 2 spaces for the residence, the rabbi's residence there for his driveway. So there's a total of 37 spaces proposed. From a zoning perspective, the project has requested the planning board consider granting 4 waivers, which the board has the power to do so, and this is under the special permit use for a shul in this zone. The waivers that the applicant has requested are the following. A relief from the FAR, which is a maximum of 0.25. The project with all of the existing buildings in the proposed is asking for 0.39 FAR. The development coverage in this zone is 50%. This plan proposes 54%. And number 3 is the screening is required 25 feet from all neighboring properties. We're looking for the board to waive that based on the site constraints that exist, as well as the existing residential neighborhoods surrounding it doesn't particularly lend to losing 50 feet from either side. And then the 4th one, the last one, is the shul shall be located on a major collector road. Mountain View Drive is not a major collector road on the town maps. So those are the 4 that we have presented, I think, in a prior narrative to the board. We've also discussed at length, but those are listed also on the bulk table. And ultimately, yeah, the site improvements, I went over those. We're extending sidewalks to Mountain View Road along the existing driveway. There's also, this map shows 2 connections, but ultimately, there'll only be 1 connection to the nearby village of Kairos Joel through the rear. There'll be a walkway that'll connect up to that residential neighborhood. The one shown on the map here, it will be eliminated. The condo association there has no, yes, they don't wish to have that connection. So that'll go, but that one up where the cursor just was, that will be connected and will remain. Property is going to be serviced by water from the village of Kairos Joel, which currently services the property. There'll be improvements necessary to upgrade that line to whatever we may need. This property will also get central sewer service via sewer main extension just up Mountain View Drive to the Orange County Sewer District collection system. The on-site wells and this on-site septic system will be abandoned as part of this application. That's pretty much it.
All right, thank you. So actually, I'll ask the public, is there anyone who has signed up or who would like to speak for the public?
Yes,
What would you like to say?
we shall approve it tonight.
Excuse me.
So,
You know how to clear out a room.
there are no members here from the public. Would it be prudent to close the public hearing or leave it open? Where are we?
Get up here, come on, say something.
There were 2 documents that were due to the board prior to completing the public hearing, and I don't have them as of yet.
Okay,
I believe they might be on the table, one of them, I'm not sure about the second one.
I sent for Noreen a couple of days ago a letter from the village of KJ, and Ashley was not okay with that because it was missing square footage. And she approved it today, 2 hours before the meeting, and I have the letter again, but the village didn't have a chance to sign it, but they will sign it. So I would like to ask the board if they can close it, but they will not approve the project until we have this letter signed. And I did make 7 copies of the exterior rendering. You have it also, you can show it on the screen, Noreen?
Bonnie should have gotten it the other day. Did you get the rendering?
But I have hard copies also.
would it have been December?
No, it was just 2-3 days ago. No, it was a little earlier than 2 o'clock today. I was going to say, was it yesterday? But yesterday was a holiday, so maybe it was today.
Is this still on?
That
Yeah.
is.
Okay, I only have 2 hands. This is the rendering of the building, what we plan to do. That's the exact square footage for which we have on the site plan.
Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can find it digitally. This is, I think, the only thing I have, the letter.
I sent it to Noreen.
I
What
don't know
day?
if it was Friday or Monday. Well, it couldn't have been Monday. I didn't work yesterday.
Ashley or Sean, did you get it, or you didn't see it?
My
Yeah, I don't think we
computer
got it.
froze.
Do you have it? Yeah, then we could put it up on the screen. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Planning chair at monroeny.org.
So because the board does have architectural review authority over this application, I don't know whether that extent of those details have been provided on the renderings, but as far as colors, materials, that type of thing, will have to be submitted at some point.
Those copies for everybody, or,
Yes, I have 7 copies, 7 hard copies.
and are they different views, or is it just the one
It's all,
view?
it's all the same.
Okay.
But I can provide the colors, the actual colors and materials of it if the boards need it.
I don't know that we need to leave the public hearing open for that. Would that be accurate?
I don't think, I mean, typically, do you think you're going to get people to potentially comment on things that weren't
We send out
there, but no one's here now? I don't.
Right.
we send out 128 mailings. I dropped off the receipts for Noreen. You got it?
Oh, yeah, a whole stack of them.
Yeah, and if no one, even someone will show up, I don't think anyone has
Yeah.
any comments besides that the board shall approve it.
So,
Or can't take action tonight, and you'll have to, have this additional information in order to complete seeker, but I think as far as closing the hearing, if the board's inclined to.
right, planning board, are you okay to close the public hearing this evening? Yes, no? Okay.
Yes.
So I will make a motion that we close the public hearing for Mountain View Shul. May I have a second?
Second.
Second,
Nick.
on them tonight. Nick Napoli,
Aye.
Jeff Manson,
Aye.
Bonnie Francis,
Aye.
Pat Shea,
Aye.
Dylan Penn.
Aye.
So you got something. You don't ask, you don't get, right? I just downloaded this. Okay, there we go. So this is a picture of, are you going to put the trees in there also? And the birds and the sun? It's always going to be there. So do you want to describe a little bit?
I know that I need to put some green inside, so.
Do you want to describe, I don't know if you know the materials or what's proposed as far as the facade?
It's basically hard stucco, and it's basically hard stucco with some lighting on it, as you can see in the plan, and then a gate on top, and then a roof when you're going in, and a lot of glass.
So I think one of the things we'll want to look at is the lighting. We definitely want to be at 2700 Kelvin and don't want to overlight it. Typically, we don't have a lot of uplighting, but it's more downlighting with full shields. Are you proposing that many lights on the building?
As you can see, there's only 2 lights. It's only lights in the front, and then there's on the floor a few lights. It's going up.
Well, I'm looking at the side facade. It looks like there's a whole bunch of lights over here. And then I imagine it's on the other side as well. What's the back of the building going to look like? Is this going to be the same side on the other side?
All 4 sides, the same concept.
Okay. And so you're going to have the same window look on the back? Okay.
Yeah, just, the building is being put into, basement's fully front.
On the mic, John.
Sorry, George.
So this is the first floor,
That's correct.
right?
And the basement is fully buried there, and then around the back, you will come out on the second floor.
So what is our height requirement, and are we meeting height for this building?
Yes, we are meeting height. It's 35 foot.
Okay. So I would like to just see an elevation of the back of the building, to see what that's going to look like. Only because you're going to have exposed basement area. And but both side facades are going to be the same, essentially? There's no grade differences there? In other words, the way this is, from this viewpoint, this vantage point, it just looks like if anything, it almost looks like you're going uphill, but it's like an optical illusion.
But you are going uphill. That's right.
Okay.
You're
So
going uphill from front to back.
So you're going, that's the front, right, you're going
Yep.
to back. Are you going up or are you going down?
Up.
Okay, and then you're going to have a full exposed, you said,
Basement's completely buried.
but didn't you just say the back you're going to?
You're going to come out on the second floor.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Yeah.
So the back, this is going up and then.
Correct.
Okay.
That's why if you kind of see where the
The
car
windows are
is-
getting smaller.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So then you're going to come out on a second floor in the back?
Yes.
Gotcha, sorry, okay.
Yes. The first floor is basically the common areas in the lecture room, and then the second floor is the sanctuary. It's the worship area.
Okay,
So that will have its own access off the back, either way.
okay. Where is Karen Art in the review? Did we send this to her? Did it go to her? Okay,
I know we had provided comments at the last meeting that were not responded to this month, so.
yeah, so we'd like to get the landscaping beefed up and finished off as well.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we get comments, we'll address them.
Okay. All right, so I'll, at this point, since we closed the public hearing, I'll open it up to planning board members. Nick, do you have any comments?
No comment.
Jeff?
John, when you started your presentation this evening, you mentioned the project was a shul and mikvah, and I didn't remember us discussing that there was a mikvah component to this, but is that what's on the basement level?
Yes, correct.
Okay, maybe I'm just not remembering it from.
Yeah, no, we had that in our narrative, and then the basic floor plans, that's in the basement.
It wasn't there. So will that occupy the entire basement?
Yes, that along with building utilities like mechanical.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Did we take that into consideration for the parking requirements? Was there, in terms of floor area, or how was it accounted for, if at all?
I think your parking requirements are based on the shul. I don't know necessarily.
Based on the seats.
Yeah,
On the
seats in the
seats?
shul.
Okay, so it doesn't get affected by
Yeah, 'cause it's-
the presence of the mikvah?
Correct. Because
Okay.
it's all part of the service to go to the mikveh and then go up to basically shul.
Okay.
Right? Did I get?
Pat?
On the lighting, are the lights on all the time? Do you turn them off when there's nothing going on, or what?
It's only on till, let's say, 10:30 at night. Once the people goes home, it's getting close. It's cost a lot of money.
Telling me.
Dylan?
Is there anything planned for the roof, or is that gate or fence strictly
It's just the
aesthetic?
gate to be nice.
Just
There's
aesthetic.
there's gonna be a lightweight roof. Nothing's gonna be happening on the roof.
So it's just the aesthetics
It's just for the design.
of the design? All right, Sean, Ashley? No comments? Ashley? Little red light's not coming on.
You are still reviewing it under seeker, so I think when you get this the revised letter from the village, that was one piece you were waiting for as far as water, guaranteeing that the village will supply the property with water, including this new building. You'll review the architecturals, the lights, I think, any landscaping you discussed. I think last time we talked about the tree law, and I believe you said there weren't any trees being removed, so if you could add a note on the plan saying that there's not going to be any trees removed, and also on the plan to clearly state that the existing shul it's proposed to be used as storage, that's accessory to the new shul.
Storage only. Yeah, I think it's on the map.
Was it? Okay.
And then you're going to remove that walkway? Okay.
Has been referred to. Oh. Comments back from.
Yeah, could you follow up? When was it sent?
December, but she was on vacation for 2 weeks. I don't know how far behind she is.
Okay.
No, to
No,
check.
but like when did we send it?
I don't remember the exact date. I
Oh.
think it was after the December 8th meeting, but she was on I think she was on vacation 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, let's just follow up with her.
And they said just expect a backlog, and I made a note to, when I got here today, to check tomorrow,
Okay.
because I didn't think of it earlier today.
Anything else, Ashley? All right. So I think we're close. We could do, I don't know that there's anything else outstanding in terms of seeker at this point. And I think, I would, if the planning board's okay with it, have Ashley draft up a neg deck and a draft resolution so we can take a look at it, so that we may be ready to go next month, provided, we get the additional information that we've requested. And if there's some minor things, we could, allow them to be conditions of the approval, but, let's try and get as much as we can in. All right?
Very much.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
You too. Just don't put us behind.
Yes, we'll put Mountain View in front of,
Homeland Security.
Right.
actually, maybe we,
One-
well,
One more question. Can I put a cell phone tower on top of this?
if it means the other one goes away, sure. You're welcome. All right, so let me get
And
back.
leave those pretty pictures?
So the next
Thank
item on the
you.
agenda is there was a draft of the letter that was prepared by Ashley, and this summarized our comments when we went over the two-family rezoning proposal. Did everybody have a chance to review it, and did anybody have any suggested revisions? Nick?
Perfect.
Wow. Jeff? That's high praise.
I'm happy.
Okay. Pat?
Highly approved.
Okay, great. Dylan? You're good? Okay. And I
Good,
gave
Dylan?
you my one comment on map, and that's it. So,
If you could just do a motion to authorize me to send those comments to the town board, and I'll get that out tomorrow then.
so I'll make a motion that we authorize our attorney to send our letter, to send the letter on behalf of the planning board. May I have a second? Regarding two-family zoning amendments. May I have a second?
Second.
That's Pat.
Nick Napoli,
Aye.
Jeff Manson,
Aye.
Bonnie Franson, Pat Shea,
Aye.
Dylan Penn.
Aye.
All right. Minutes. October 13th, October 18th, when I asked if I could get the latest and greatest, you sent me agendas, not the minutes.
All of them together last week. You should have got,
So
did I seriously send agendas?
so
and
what
not
I did is
minutes?
at least I saved what you sent me. Let's see.
I need a vacation for my vacation.
Homeland Security was on her mind.
And no,
She was dealing with something big.
vertigo.
So I saved everything here to be approved,
Uh-huh.
and you could see it says agenda and agenda.
I totally apologize.
So,
Guys leaving
good night,
already?
guys. Have a good
Good
night.
Good night.
See you later.
The planning board minutes of 11:15 we addressed last month.
Nope,
I'm pretty sure we did, because that was,
last month.
sorry, last meeting.
No, I took off the other two. It was,
So this one I think we addressed.
April we took off,
April and this one, I believe we
and
took off.
August.
Didn't we do this one? I thought we did 11:15.
Maybe I wrote the wrong-
No, because,
I
8/11.
put April 19th and 8/11 in my notebook.
8/11. No, because I just marked this one up. We didn't do 8/11. As far as I know, I think we did November.
You have to forward
So,
markup, so I,
so I will send you that. And so we need the 10/13 and the 10/18. Did we get December? We're waiting for December, right?
yeah, the 8th is finished, it just wasn't ready to come up here to you.
Okay.
Well, done, but
Right. So get us the December minutes. The 4/19 minutes we did, I think.
Yeah.
right? Okay. So then
I thought we did, so I'll add back
add back
August
8,
11th.
and then it's 10/13, 10/18, the minutes, and then 11/15, I believe we already approved. Okay? So there's nothing to act on this evening. With that, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any nays, any abstention, motion carries, meeting adjourned. Thank you.